welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Mike.
And I am Karen. Today we are looking at part A of our article called Life with Vegetables. We all know that vegetables is very good for our bodies, right?
Yes, that is true. They are filled with all sorts of wonderful vitamins and fiber and all kinds of other good things we need to have a happy and healthy body. Your stomach will love you if you eat vegetables, and your mouth will probably be happy too because vegetables are and definitely can be very, very delicious.
That is absolutely true. So do you eat a lot of vegetables, or are you picky with your food? You only like to eat lots of meat, not so much vegetables? Because I know for some kids, maybe it's hard to eat or different kind of vegetables, right?
People can be picky. There can be certain vegetables, I don't like that one. But I find most vegetables can be very delicious.
Me too.
Even if you've tried one way, you might say, oh, I don't like that. Maybe you can find another way to make it. Put some garlic on there, maybe a little bit of cheese, but not too much. You can make vegetables very delicious. So to answer your question, Karen, I try to eat some vegetables with every meal. Maybe not all the meal is vegetables. I will have some meat or potatoes or bread or other things, but I do try to have vegetables with almost every meal. Maybe not breakfast.
Okay.
I might have fruit instead of vegetables, but still,
good too.
Vegetables are very good, and I think you will discover if you try them, you will find a whole variety, a whole salad of vegetables that your mouth will love to enjoy.
Yeah, I totally believe you.
It's true.
So today we'll be learning about vegetables and life with vegetables. So let's get into it.
All right. Holly and Sean are eating out.
Do you want my broccoli and mushrooms? I don't like them.
No thanks. Your dish has meat, and I only eat vegetarian dishes.
Hold on. You're vegetarian? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I gave up eating meat and seafood a while ago.
So today we are looking at part A of Life with Vegetables. So I guess we'll be learning about vegetables, right?
Yes, we will in a couple of dialogues.
Yay.
And we're going to be joining our friends Holly and Sean right from the beginning as we get into our dialogue today. Part A of Life with Vegetables. Ooh, it says Holly and Sean are eating out. If you're eating out, that means you're just eating outside of your home. You're eating in a restaurant or a cafe or somewhere like that. It does not mean you're eating outside, like having a picnic. No. When you're eating out, you're just visiting a local restaurant to have a meal. So let's go see what's going on with Holly and Sean as they eat out and maybe, hopefully, probably, enjoy some vegetables.
Okay, so Holly starts off the conversation by saying, do you want my broccoli and mushrooms? I don't like them. So I guess Holly is a little bit picky because she doesn't want her broccoli and her mushrooms, right? And we all know that vegetables really good for your body, Holly.
That's true, and they can taste very good, just like broccoli and mushrooms do. I'm sure most of you know broccoli. It's that little, looks like a little green tree.
I love broccoli.
Yes, and mushrooms. Mushrooms, I don't know if technically they are a vegetable. They would probably be a fungus, but they are very good for you, and they can be very delicious. And yes, some people don't like mushrooms, but again, maybe just you haven't tried them in the right way. Well, Holly could be one of those people. Sean, I should say, could be one of those people. He says, no thanks, no thanks. She doesn't like the vegetables, and Sean also doesn't like the vegetables, but he says no thanks for a different reason. He says, your dish has meat And I only eat vegetarian dishes. Oh, so Sean loves vegetables. It's the only thing he eats. And we know that because he calls himself a vegetarian. What exactly is a vegetarian?
Well, if you're using it as a noun, as a vegetarian, basically you're saying that you're a person that does not eat any meat like chicken, beef, pork, or fish. So an example sentence would be, I can't eat that. I'm a vegetarian. I'll just have a salad and some veggie pizza instead of a burger. Okay, so vegetarian, you can use it as a noun, saying that you are the person that eats only vegetables.
I am a vegetarian.
That's right. And Sean is using that as an adjective because he said, I only eat vegetable dishes, like plates or dishes that only have vegetables in it.
That's right, a veggie or vegetarian pizza. And of course, you can get a lot of this stuff at a vegetarian restaurant. Well, they will serve vegetables and fruit and other things, but no meat. Let's go over to Tina and find out if she's a vegetarian or not. Maybe she will tell us. Maybe she'll just tell us about a lot of grammar. Let's go see her anyway.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 vegetarian, vegetarian 形容词素食的、素食主义的。Jessica likes vegetarian food. Jessica 喜欢素食料理。当名词的时候，指的是素食者。Brian is a vegetarian. Brian 是素食者。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. And now we are back. Okay, let's go back to our dialogue now. So we remember that Sean was saying that he only eats vegetarian dishes. And now Holly says, hold on, you're vegetarian? I didn't know that. Okay, so when she says, hold on, that means, wait a minute, let me process this. Let me think about it. You're vegetarian? She doesn't know about that, right? She never knew that before.
That's right. They're old friends, but maybe this is something new in Sean's life. He is now a vegetarian, a person who does not eat any food made from meat. And he says, yes, it is true. Yeah, I gave up eating meat and seafood a while ago. If you give up something, that's like saying, I've stopped doing this or I've quit doing this. It's a good idea to give up smoking or something like that if you do. And in this case, he gave up eating meat and seafood. Notice there we have two things in the category of things that a vegetarian wouldn't eat. Obviously, meat we know would be like beef from cows, pork from pigs, or chicken from chickens. Seafood, on the other hand, would be things that are alive that swim in the ocean. We say seafood instead of fish because fish, of course, swim in the ocean, but seafood could also be little things like shrimp or lobster, clams, little creatures that all live in the water but don't swim like fish. So as a big group, we call all of those things that we catch from the ocean and then enjoy eating or don't eat, we call those things seafood, and Sean does not eat seafood. Let's go over to Tina and find out all sorts of wonderful vocab and grammar.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 seafood, seafood 名词海鲜。Jacob's favorite seafood is salmon. Jacob 最喜欢的海鲜是鲑鱼 ，salmon 就是鲑鱼。那么文法的部分呢，刚刚提到了 hold on 等一下，这是一个口语用法。我们来看看这个例句 Hold on, I need to check my notes first. 等一下，我得先查看一下笔记。Give up 加上 VING 停止戒掉做某事。我们来看看这个例句 Lucas gave up eating junk food last year. Lucas 去年戒掉了吃垃圾食物的习惯。Junk food 就是垃圾食物。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. Okay, so from our dialogue so far, we know that we have Holly and Sean, and that Sean is a vegetarian, and that he gave up eating meat and seafood a while ago. And we also know that Holly doesn't really like to eat vegetables, right? But we don't know why Sean is a vegetarian.
That's a very good question that we will get the answer to in the second part of our dialogue. So let's check that out, then we'll be back.
Did you do that because of the cruel treatment of farm animals?
No. I became a vegetarian because I was overweight. So at first, I ate salads with just lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers.
I think that changing your diet worked. You look good.
Thanks. I feel good too.
All right, we are back. So we're finding out that Sean, Holly's friend here, he is a vegetarian. He is a person who does not eat meat. No meat, no seafood, no animal products, nothing from an animal. And this is news for Holly. She didn't know this. I guess they are old friends, but this is the first time she heard that Sean is now a vegetarian. So she wants to kind of know why. Why did he choose to stop eating meat and seafood?
That's right. So now Holly asks, did you do that because of the cruel treatment of farm animals? Oh, so she's trying to guess the reason why he stopped eating meat or seafood. So cruel is the word that we're looking at here. Is that because of the cruel treatment of the farm animals? So what does it mean when I say cruel? So cruel is an adjective. It means being unkind and wanting to hurt others or causing pain without showing any mercy. An example sentence would be, it's cruel to tease someone about their clothes because it hurts their feelings. But when we're talking about cruel treatment to farm animals, maybe the farmers are not treating the animals in a kind way and in a very mean way. It kind of hurts the animals, right?
It's true.
So some people become vegetarians because of that reason.
Yeah, of course, we have to kill all those pigs and chickens and cows, and some people think that's not a nice thing to do, which of course is a good point. So is that the reason he doesn't want to be cruel to animals or anything like that? And Sean actually says, no, that is not the reason. That might be one important thing, but not the main reason. For him, it was more personal. It's more about him. He says, I became a vegetarian because I was overweight. He was a little fat, he was a little chubby, he was feeling unhealthy. And yes, of course, a lot of things made with meat, burgers and hot dogs and fried chicken, not really good for you if you're trying to be slim and thin. So he says at first, when he changed from being a meat eater to being a vegetarian, so at first I ate salads with just lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers. Very simple dish. Of course, those are all vegetables, although some people will say tomatoes are fruit, but we often eat them like vegetables. And of course, that would be a good way to lose weight because there's not a lot of unhealthy stuff in that salad that he's eating. But yes, overweight just means you are heavier, you are fatter, you are chubbier, you are over your healthy weight. For every person, if you're so tall and so big, you should be around this many kilograms. And if you eat too much, you might notice that you weigh too much. And then you or your doctor might say, go on a diet, eat more healthy food, less fat food, and you will not be overweight. You will be healthy again. Just like our friend Tina.
That's right.
She only eats the best salads. That's what I've heard. Let's go talk to her.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 cruel 形容词残忍的。Jason was afraid of the cruel man in the movie. Jason 害怕电影里那个残忍的人。Overweight 形容词过重的。John is a little overweight and wants to exercise more. John 有一点过重，他想要多运动。接着我们回到课文当中。
So we just found out that Sean has decided to become a vegetarian because he wanted to lose weight. He did it for his health, and now he is eating a lot of salad.
That's right. And now Holly says, I think that changing your diet worked. You look good. So I guess changing his diet, becoming a vegetarian, has really helped Sean lose some weight because he said, I thought I looked a little bit chubby, a little bit fat, but after I started eating more vegetables, I look better, right?
That's
I'm
right.
slimmer now. So it has really worked. So what does it mean when I say that? So to work, that is a verb. It means to function properly. So for a machine or a plan to do what it's supposed to do. So his plan is to lose weight. So his plan worked. It was successful. An example sentence would be, the printer isn't working, so I can't print my picture. That means it was not working right.
Okay, well, I have an idea. We can take your picture over to the 7-Eleven and print it out there. Would that work?
I think that would.
That would work too.
That's
so
right.
that is a good plan that will also be successful. Back to Sean. He just took that compliment from Holly. Wow, your diet really worked. You look good right now. Obviously, he's lost some of that weight. She can see he's not so overweight anymore. He says thanks because she said something nice. And then he says, I feel good too. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's a song. I feel good. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back to Tina one more time. She's got so much more to tell us.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 work 动词有效起作用 Mary tried hard, but the plan didn't work. Mary 很努力，但这个计划行不通。文法的部分刚刚提到了 somebody thinks that 加主词加动词，某人认为怎么样。think 之后要用 that 来接完整的子句 that 可以省略。我们来看看这个例句 Helen thinks that the book is very boring. 也可以说 Helen thinks the book is very boring. Helen 认为这本书非常无聊。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. And now we are back. Okay, so from our dialogue between Holly and Sean, now we learned that after Sean has become a vegetarian, now he has really lost some weight and he looks good, right?
Yeah, it's been very good for his health. He's eating a lot more salad. He is no longer eating meat and seafood. I guess the other good thing he will probably notice is his wallet will be healthier too. Because, of course, meat and seafood, this type of food costs a lot more at the supermarket than the vegetables and the fruit do. So that's just one other reason you might want to think of becoming vegetarian. We're going to have so much more on the topic of vegetables of all kinds tomorrow and the day after. So please come back and join us for that after you have a nice healthy salad tonight.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Holly and Sean are eating out.
Do you want my broccoli and mushrooms? I don't like them.
No thanks. Your dish has meat, and I only eat vegetarian dishes.
Hold on. You're vegetarian? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I gave up eating meat and seafood a while ago.
Did you do that because of the cruel treatment of farm animals?
No, I became a vegetarian because I was overweight. So at first, I ate salads with just lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers.
I think that changing your diet worked. You look good.
Thanks. I feel good too.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 vegetarian 形容词素食的、素食主义的，名词素食者 seafood 名词海鲜 cruel 形容词残忍的 overweight 形容词过重的 work 动词有效起作用。接着我们来看文法的部分。 Hold on, 等一下。Hold on, why were you at school last Saturday? We didn't have classes then. 等等，你为什么上周六会在学校？我们那时没有课。Give up 加上 VING, 停止、戒掉做某事。Ethan gave up playing video games to focus more on his studies. Ethan 为了更专注在学业上而戒掉打电玩游戏。Somebody thinks that 加主词加动词，某人认为怎么样？ Ed thinks the movie is too serious. Ed 认为这部电影太严肃了。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，那我们下一次再见喽，拜拜。
A folk museum is a kind of museum that collects, preserves, and displays objects, traditions, and practices related to the everyday life, culture, and heritage of ordinary people. Today's location is a great opportunity to have a glimpse of how people lived in the past, the Taiwan Folk Museum. Taiwan Folk Museum is a southern Fujian-style structure that looks very different from the high-rise buildings all around. The museum looks like the homes of rich families during the late Qing Dynasty and early Republic of China, giving visitors a chance to understand the lifestyle of that era. The park covers an area of 1.6 hectares and opened on March 1st, 1990. The Folk Customs Hall has many old objects, including a red bridal bed, a dresser, and a wooden chair. Taiwan Folk Museum is a siheyuan, or courtyard house, with over 2,000 items that were used in daily life. The Folk Arts Hall has a swallow-tailed roof and saddle-shaped gable walls. The circular door on the side of the Folk Arts Hall leads to a garden overlooking a pond, corridors, and arched doors. This is in the style of Suzhou Gardens, which are famous around the world. The folk arts area offers activities such as lively folk art performances, craft-making shows, traditional children's games, and folk drama. Crafts and traditional foods are also sold in the folk arts area. The park also displays a retired train engine that once carried coal from the Reisan coal mine. Visiting the Taiwan Folk Museum is a true blast from the past. It's a great way to go back in time and appreciate the way people lived back in the day.